Welcome back to Orangeline. We're now going to send it to Nick Williams, who has our weekly staff spotlight. This week it's Kevin Kunde, our sports information director.
I had a chance to sit down with Baker University's new sports information director, Kevin Kunde. Kunde has a lot of duties. His duties include:
it really has everything to do with the media, the website, the newspapers, and basically the stats for every sport. I have great people that help me do the stats for each game, and ultimately I have to report those to a national website and then every newspaper, and then our Baker Wildcats website, and then anywhere else from there. And it's unique this year because each team is playing so well that everyone's in the playoffs. So I'm having an overlap of sports where it's fall sports into winter sports, and they're both playing at the same time, which makes the job a little hectic, but in the long run you got to look at it in the big picture and say, with the team succeeding, that only gives me a chance to showcase what I can do with media releases and whatnot. But probably the biggest part of the job is just communication with coaches, media, etc. In the summertime, it's kind of just preparing for the upcoming season, making media guides, updating the website so that it's ready to go for the fall, winter, and spring seasons. But it's a lot of work, and a lot of it can be done from the home. It's a 7-day-a-week job.
Kunde was very active at Baker while attending University of Kansas.
Kevin worked as an intern for us last year as a KU grad in their sports administration major program. And Kevin was the most technologically savvy student intern we've ever had. He understands the internet, he understands web information, and he brings a wealth of knowledge in the area of computers.
Because of Kevin Kunde's hard work, the website had 39,000 hits and now has over 80,000 hits. Kunde is only 22 years old. Many Baker students mistaken him for being a student.
You'll notice when I'm on campus sometimes I wear my name tag around so people can see who I am. That's because the first week of school here, I had people coming up to me and asking me if I knew where I was going, if I was lost, if I knew where my class was, and for me that's just different.
Kunde has enjoyed this past year at Baker University. Hope he sticks around for next year.
Ultimately, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, and it's a great opportunity I have here.
Nick Williams, KNBU-TV.
Thanks for that, Nick.
Up next, we have the question of the week. With Thanksgiving just around the corner, we asked Baker students what their Thanksgiving traditions are.
Well, the biggest Thanksgiving tradition that I mainly do is sit and watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade for hours on end, and then we have Thanksgiving dinner, and other than that, sit and watch the football games.
And my Thanksgiving tradition is me and my friends always go to the beach and have a bonfire.
For Thanksgiving every year, our family gets together over at my dad's house. We live out in the country. We always have turkey, ham, and all kinds of, everyone brings a dish. Family comes out, we play outside and have a good time, and just relax and spend some quality time with the family.
I set up the Christmas tree after Thanksgiving dinner, and my mom always cooks Thanksgiving and makes a nice, dinner for us. And we go to family and stuff like that. And then, of course, we have to prepare for shopping on Friday.
Thanks for that. Justin, do you have any Thanksgiving traditions?
I can't remember any of my Thanksgiving traditions. This is my first Thanksgiving at home in 3 years.
Oh, wow. Well, up next we have our weekly What's Bugging Us at Baker segment. Jeff Jones and Alex Dingman are on location for more.
Alex Dingman here with Jeff Jones. We'll do a little bit of the What's Bugging Us segment here at Baker. This week, we're going to talk about passive aggressiveness and how technology could possibly be influencing this a little bit. It seems like a lot of times people, they try to avoid conflict by maybe settling something via internet, whether it be a chat room maybe, or possibly text messaging, something like that. I mean, I think this is kind of a problem with the growing technology we have. It's just people, instead of having face-to-face conversations, going ahead and, oh, I'm really peeved off at this guy, but I don't really want to confront him about it, so I'm just going to tell him, and he can tell me he's sorry, and then we're good, Everything's fine.
Definitely.
And it just does not seem very healthy to me. What are your thoughts, Jeff?
Well, I totally agree with your statement. What I think is a major problem is people having relationships on their phone. I tend to see people having entire relationships without ever actually seeing the person anymore.
It seems like an important aspect of relationships.
Yeah, you know, to actually see a person and talk to them.
Yeah.
Like, I personally went through entire relationships where I wouldn't even see the person. Like, you know, you meet somebody one night, you get their phone number, and you start texting them the next couple of days, and their relationship's over.
And then you text them. Yeah, that's what happens.
And a couple of days later, their relationship's over. You know, I'm trying to get it down so it's just like, you know, 1 or 2 hours for an entire relationship, only through texting. So I never actually have to talk.
That would be impressive.
It would be nice.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of times I think people even might try to break up via text or via. I'm getting text right now.
Yeah, right in the middle of the thing.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm sorry about your car, dude. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, so like, I know a guy, instant messenger. You know, it's kind of old school way to go about it. It's kind of where this whole passive aggressiveness began.
Definitely.
I know a guy who broke up with his girlfriend through instant messenger. He's just kind of like, I want to break up with her, but I just can't do it, you know? And so he's just on his computer and, oh, hey, how are you doing? You know, LOL. By the way, yeah, it's not going to work out. So, I don't want things to be awkward. Therefore, I'm doing it on the computer, and we can just go on our lives never talking about it, and we'll be fine.
That's kind of ridiculous, I think.
It's a little unfortunate.
People are underrating human contact in one-on-one, face-to-face conversation.
Jeff, it's good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing.
What
How
are you doing tonight?
You know, I'm probably going to go out to the mine, and, you know, maybe you want to join me for a drink, you know, have a good conversation.
Awesome. Yeah, there you go. And see, here's the conversation we just had that took legitimately 4.2 seconds.
It did.
Through texting, it would probably take about 5 minutes. When you're driving, it's not good to be texting and stuff like that. So I think it would just be more healthy for society in general if we would just use it for, you know, small things. Be like, did you get that done? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
cool.
on my way.
Good.
Yes.
We could talk about it later in person.
Exactly.
Alex Dingman.
Jeff Jones.
That's what's bugging us. Back to you.
Good topic this week. Thanks for that, guys. Stay tuned. More Orangeline is up next.